Whoa, what the? It helps to question everything. If you like debunking videos, please subscribe, like it, and share it. Thank you. Is this toy possessed? Every time he reaches towards the truck, it will suddenly make a crazy noise. We will see that they have taken out the batteries from the remote control. But did they remove the batteries from the truck itself or the van itself? Because if there's still batteries in the truck and there's static electricity in the hand, that could be what's causing that noise. What is this ghostly figure? In the lower right-hand corner, we see a figure standing there. But apparently nobody else sees them, and it appears like they walk through them. Is this a ghost? Is it a living person waiting? But how do they walk through it? I think it's actually on the other side facing towards us, and I think that's reflection. So they're walking through the reflection, not an actual being. And the reflection is coming from the water on the ground. Either way, it's an odd one, and it's a really good one. Yeah, I think it's a reflection, but it could be a ghost. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Is this a ghost in this mirror? As the camera pans around and ends up in that mirror, we will suddenly see a reflection of a man. Is it Periadalia, or is it a ghost? He will pan the camera around the entire room. Now I've slowed it down significantly so we can look and see if we can see anything that might resemble a human being. I don't really see anything except for those jackets hanging on that wall. If he panned the camera up and we saw hats above those jackets, that could be what's causing that reflection. It's just an illusion in which the camera angle, the lighting, all combine together to make it look like that's a human being there, but in actuality it's a jacket with a hat over it. Or it could simply be a reflection of a ghost. I just wish I could see the angles better, the window side versus the interior of the house side, but I can't. Are these drapes possessed? As this lady is talking into the camera, she suddenly sees the drapes below and flop around, and she just runs over and smacks them like they're a mortal enemy. She then closes the door. Wind is such a tricky mistress that it literally could blow just the one drape and barely ripple the other drape. The fact that it appears to have stopped after she closed the door tells me this is probably wind. I love that she ran over there and just totally attacked him. I mean, she threw a punch. Is this doll possessed? We see this doll in this storage bin, and suddenly its legs will just pump up and down. I don't know if this is battery operated or like a puppet type of thing. If it's a puppet, a mouse could have gotten in its back and is pulling on those strings, or was startled by the people that walked up to it. I'm not convinced it's paranormal. Who is this mysterious figure? As the camera goes down this hallway, it passes a room where we see a lady in a black dress standing there. Is she a ghost? Is she a demon? Is she a banshee? Is she dangerous? Is she among the living but a stalker? Is this a prank, a hoax, staged, set up? I'm not convinced it's paranormal, but I'm not saying it's not dangerous. Is this a poltergeist? A hotel manager by themselves late at night starts noticing objects moving on the countertop, That piece of paper is sliding right and left. It's not sliding up and down, but it is sliding right and left, just very subtly. One of the things I've noticed about that piece of paper is the corner is dangling off the edge of that countertop just enough for a string to be used. Or a straw, something of that nature. Anything that would help them just slide it back and forth. More focused on the furthest piece of paper, and it completely just falls right off, which kind of looks like it slid off or was pulled off by a string. Is this a cannibal? Well, we start the clip off with a humanoid that is swallowing the head of another humanoid. So I'm pretty sure that this is a costume in a play or a movie set or something of that nature. I don't think it's real at all, but it's creepy. And that is a huge mouth. Where are these reaching hands coming from? We will suddenly see hands reaching out through this drainage grate and startling this little boy. Is this a utility worker that needs help? Or is this something darker? Fingers keep popping up through these grates the entire time that they're recording. So I don't know who's blind and doesn't notice, but I would be running with my child by now. And then seeing if somebody needs help. Do we have another poltergeist? So this kitchen has the cabinet that's opening, knives moving, bottles falling over, just everything that's happening all at once in this kitchen. Is it a poltergeist? Or is it simply straying? My rule of thumb is if there's too much activity, it's probably not real. And since all of this can so easily be staged with string or magnets or whatever, yeah, I'm not convinced this is real. So, nope, not happening. Does a ghost want to slide on these baking sheets? Suddenly we will see baking sheets slide out of these shelves, seemingly by themselves. Is someone on the other side pushing them? Were they placed in there inappropriately, and that's what caused them to fall out? Or is it simply a ghost that's wanting to slide around on these things? Maybe they're in the north and all they had was baking sheets to slide on the snow. They didn't have toboggans or any type of other sled. I can't tell if that shelf has an opening on the other side or not, but that's possibly what has happened. I also can't tell if they're in an earthquake because it looks like somebody's holding their camera to this camera. My guess is most likely they just placed these sheets into that shelf in such a way that it just made it easy for them to slide back out. So I'm not convinced this one's paranormal, but it is possible. Is this an angel in the clouds? In the center of the screen, you can see a very faint, white, angel-looking thing. It slowly flaps its wings upward, deeper into the sky. Is it some type of CG, AI, or any other type of artistic trick? Or is it simply an angel returning to heaven? I did what I could to try and improve this so that it would be a little bit more visible by increasing the contrast and reducing the brightness, and you can see it a little bit better, but it is very faint. I think it's something that could be very easily recreated with editing tricks and CG, so I'm not convinced it's real. It's beautiful, but I'm not convinced it's real. You can shop at echopearlcreations.com, which is the official website for Paranormal True or False. You can go to producerjimriley.com to learn more about the man that makes all the music for this channel. And again, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Remember to question everything. Thanks for watching Paranormal, True or False.